Alright, y'all. About to come back at y'all with another one. And today, it's gonna be on my boy, T Brown. Terrence Brown, aka T Brown. Motorcycle boy. So, I've been knowing T pretty much like all my life. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in the Thomas, I knew T going to Laurel. I don't remember him going to Laveau, going to high school or anything, but man, T just was like a typical St. Thomas dude. He come up fighting, about his business. Never was scary. T really was like, one of them dudes that was about him. That was about his business. So as he progressed in life, like T was one of them ones, like as a youngster, T was getting to that bag. T was handling his business. T like I remember like in '96, like we probably both about 19, cause I think we born in the same year. He had that Grand Am, and then T always was one like to turn up, but a lot of people know T by doing that doggone, them bikes. Man, T was like one of the coldest in the city when it came down to those bikes. I remember times like we on St. Thomas, T come out there on that bike. T pretty much willing from St. Thomas and Josephine all the way down to Felicity. If you don't get all the way down there, he pretty much gonna get like a third or a little bit more closer to like, to the next end. And he'll just do the same thing. Start and put that thing in the air and just be running that thing in the air. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, T, please don't fall off that bike. You know what I'm saying? But when T like learned how to ride that bike, it was like lights out because, man, that was his excitement, that was his joy, that's what he loved to do. You know what I'm saying? He loved getting on that bike. He loved doing this thing on that bike. T was like a fool on that bike. If you knew T Brown, T Brown was gonna always have him a bike, And I'm talking about he'd be coming out there in that project on that bike like running that thing. He was like, to me, he was the coldest one on the bike in the project, hands down. I don't know nobody else that really like could top T in a project when it came down to that bike. T was a dog on that bike. But like, man, when I say like one of the young hustlers out the project, man, T was getting to the bread, man. T ran with the likes of like Light Bread, serving them, you know what I'm saying? All of them was like all of them was running together, and like when Light and all of them like got their time, man, it would just so happen that they ain't get T. But if they would have got T, man, T probably would still be here if they would have got T. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, T dies down when the feds came around and got Light in them, But when I said that dude was like, he was like that, man. I remember a time like this dude Mike Larry, Kent the Delton them. He was like, Mike was playing with T or something went on, and he came across the street by T. Man, T like pushed him to the ground, pulled the gun out, and shot in the ground. You know what I'm saying, man? Dude jumped up. He jumped up like this and just kept on walking like, like nothing ain't happened. I'm like, man, this nigga T crazy. But I remember another incident, man, with my partner, man. God bless the day, he did too, Tucky. You know what I'm saying? T was like giving him something, not giving him something, but like gave him something to bring something back. And like Tucky was playing with the man money, man, and T like went up to him and checked him about that. You know what I'm saying? But my partner Rick had to lay up there and pay that debt for him because Tucky laid up, went under, playing with the man, you know what I'm saying, playing with the man money. T was about his paper, man. T would have messed Tucky up out there. But know what I'm saying? But we had to like You know, it ain't going nowhere. Rick squashed that. He talked to him. He got that taken care of. So, you know, it ain't going nowhere. And then told Tucky, like, Tucky, listen, bro. You coming around here in this project, you asking people for something. You ain't from down here, bro. Man, you don't know them dudes like that, man. Don't be getting up from nobody if you ain't gonna let them do what you gotta do with them dudes' packages, bro. So, you know, that was a valuable lesson for Tucky. But T was nothing to be played with, man. T could come from here and he could come from here, you know what I'm saying? Never was scary, you know? And his little kids, man, you know. Shout out to Butter. Shout out to Lil Terrence. Shout out to my little cousin, Tato. You know, that's his kids. And T was messing with my cousin Kiva. You know, she had the 3 boys for him, you know, and I know T had other kids too. I know Linda McKnight had a son for him. Her son was killed, unfortunately, you know, for T Brown. So T got some kids out there, man. T was a cold-blooded hustler. He was a cold-blooded dude, like on the streets when he was living, man. But you know, T got to that bag, man. T was about his paper. He was about his money, you know. And unfortunately, my dude died, like I believe it was in 03 or 04 in a motorbike accident. He went head on. I believe it was like an 18-wheeler or something like that. So a dude lost his life instantly, man. You know, shout out to T Brown family, man. Shout out to the Brown family. Shout out to my girl, his sister Kim passed away, man. Trina, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that whole Brown family, man, because that was like STP, that was St. Thomas. Shouts out to his sister, man, who been passed back in the days, man. Angelique. Angelique was a sweet baby stallion. Always stay shy with gold earrings, medallions. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to that Thomas, man. That Thomas produced like some real like hustlers, some real go-getters. You know what I'm saying? That project is pretty much one of the reasons I am who I am today on that go-getter, having that go-getter attitude, because you can't sit around looking for nobody to do nothing for you. So shout out to my dude T Brown, man. He resting in peace now. So I had to just do something on my board, man. One of the cold-bloodedest, you know, motorbike boys in the city of New Orleans when he was doing this thing, man. So shout out to my dude T Brown, man. We out. Tens.